I'm Grace. I'll be working with you here today, talking through what's going on in your life. But where would you like to start?
I don't know. I'm a student at OSU, entering my senior year, and I just ended a really abusive relationship with my ex-boyfriend who goes to OSU.
Okay. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, I mean, we dated for a year and a half. It's really bad. I mean, he would just yell at me a lot, and he would hit me and stuff. It's really emotionally abusive too.
Yeah.
And finally, like, my friends found out, and they decided like enough was enough. So they helped me break up with him, and they helped me tell my parents, and we went through like this OSU student conduct investigation, and he got kicked out and stuff like that. So it's good. Like, you know, he's not going to be here for my senior year, but I don't know. I'm just really struggling still.
Yeah. How do you feel like it's still affecting you today? Like, how are you doing?
I have a lot of trouble sleeping.
Yeah.
I'll just lay in bed for hours and can't fall asleep until like 4 or 5 a.m. And then I can't wake up the next morning, and I'm exhausted all the time.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't even know what happens, but I just have like these panic attacks. Like something will like trigger me, and I don't know, and I just feel like I'm crazy all the time, and I can't go to class. Like I can't keep a job. I just got fired from my last job because I couldn't get out of bed and go to work.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So it sounds like this is affecting your life in a lot of areas, and it sounds like it's pretty overwhelming right now. Is that right?
Yeah, it's very overwhelming. And I mean, I broke up with him a couple months ago. You'd think like, well, I don't know. I just want to be better.
Yeah. And Ellen, you were so brave for coming forward and talking about that. I want to encourage you. I don't think that's an easy thing to do, but I think you did the right thing. And it's normal to be feeling these things, but sometimes it's helpful to think about like what maybe is triggering. So do you notice anything especially that makes you feel more anxious, or?
I think just a part of me, if I'm in like walking around campus, or if I'm in like a big classroom of people, I think a part of me just feels like he's gonna be there, like he's just gonna show up, and it's just like this fear, because when I was going through the student conduct investigation, he was still on campus, so like I would see him and I'd be afraid of him, but I know he's not here, like he's back in California where he's from, but I don't know, sometimes I'll find myself just like scanning the room and just waiting for him to show up, and I don't know if that's normal or...
Yeah, that is normal. I'm sure it's like the fear of his presence, because he was somebody in your life who affected you in a really negative way, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me more about your relationship, like how it progressed while you guys were dating? Because you said you were together for a year and a half, right?
Yeah, we were. I mean, the first couple months, he was just like the nicest guy you'd ever meet. Super charming, very outgoing, had a ton of friends. Like, just a great guy.
Yeah.
And then, like 3 or 4 months in, kind of started noticing like he drank a lot. He lied to me about like doing drugs. And he just got like more and more aggressive almost. And he would just yell at me for things that I wouldn't even do. Like, if I didn't pick up my phone at the right, like, on the first ring, I'd be in trouble. Like, if I wore something that he didn't approve of, I'd be in trouble. Like, it was just like, I was constantly always wrong. And then it turned into like, he would just tear me down. Like, and then he became very emotionally abusive. Like, he would sleep with other girls and then blame me for it. And then the physical stuff started. He'd shove me, he'd slap me around, and then it got to a point where I was crying every day. I was crying myself to sleep. I couldn't do anything. I was so isolated from all my friends and family, felt really alone. And the violence had escalated so much that it scared me to death, that I was like, I can't do this anymore.
That sounds overwhelming, like a combination of number one, being afraid of him and being separated from your family, people that care about you, and having to worry constantly about how he's going to react. That sounds like it was completely overwhelming.
Yeah, it was. And I'm happy now. I'm really happy that it's gone and it's over, but I'm just still struggling a lot of days, and I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, and I think that's normal, you know, but the good thing is, like, you are moving forward, and I want to be here to work with you through, like, working through those emotions, because I think that it's not something that's easy to just have a change in, you know, but, like, you are strong, and you have chosen to move on and move forward, and, like, bring this to the light, which is the hardest thing, you know. So have you felt relief from bringing this out in the open, like how your friends told you to do that? Have you felt relief from this now being a secret, not being a secret?
Yeah, I have, because it was a secret for so long that, you know, it feels good to talk about it. Like, you know, it's important to talk about it. I think it helps with healing, and it helps other people too. Yeah. If they're struggling or they notice a friend maybe is not in the best situation. So it's nice to have a voice again.
Yes, that's so true. And you say, like, it helps other people. Like, how specifically do you think you've seen that in your life so far?
I mean, I don't know. I think I've shared a lot of, like articles on Facebook and stuff like that, and some girls have reached out to me, and they're like, hey, like thank you, like, I admire your strength, like, I went through this situation, and, like, you, like, being so strong about it, like, helps me. So I think that was really cool, just to get, like, that support from, like, so many women.
And knowing you're not alone in that, too.
Yeah.
That's got to be so powerful.
Exactly.
That's great. How has support been, like, while you're recovering from this, moving forward? Like, do you feel like you have people in your life who are really behind you?
Yeah, I definitely do. My friends and family are really awesome. They help me out a lot, and it's just really cool. That's great. I'm excited to talk to you more about this in future sessions and continue to work through it. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you, Grace. You're welcome. It's 7 minutes right now. The thing, like, went off, like, it went black, and I was